right, guys. So, like we did with our addition, we are kind of going to be jumping back and forth in between our Tara West booklet, like we were in yesterday, and our Big Go Math book, okay? Because we're kind of just combining all the skills and taking the best of both things. So, today we are going to be in our Big Go Math booklet, and we're going to be looking at lesson 5.1, which is on page 229 and 231, okay? Or through 231. So while you're flipping to Go Math, page 229, I'm going to read our I can statement. That means by the end of our lesson today, I want you to be able to say this statement, okay? You can say, I can decompose numbers into tens and ones to help with subtraction, okay? So remember, decompose means to break it down into two smaller numbers, okay? So here we go. What I want you to think about, okay? I want you to think about this. We see the numbers 7, 9, and 5, okay? What are two numbers that we could add together to equal 7? So let's think about that. What are two numbers that equal 7? Well, I know that 6 plus 1 equals 7. I also know that I could do it as 5 plus 2 equals 7. Or I could do 3 plus 4 equals 7. So those are all different options that I could use to make the number 7. I want you to try this one. You try the number 9. Figure out what are two numbers that you could add together to equal 9. Give you a minute. You could have chosen 8 and 1. You could have chosen 7 and 2. You could have chosen 6 and 3. You could have chosen 5 and 4. Those are all options of ways we can make the number 9. Let's try one more. Number 5. What are some different ways we can make the number 5? Do 1 and 4 or 2 and 3. Very good. Now, you have some more on the next row down, and you can finish those later if you would like, but we're going to go ahead and move on to our next step, and we're going to see why is this going to be important, all right? So go ahead and flip over to this page right here. It's page 230, and it has the model and draw at the top, all right? Now, we see a subtraction problem. 63 minus 7, okay? Now, I know that might be kind of hard. So I am going to break apart my 1, or this number right here, into something that's going to be easier to subtract, okay? So let's look at this. I can break down 7 into 3 and 4. Now, you might say to me, Miss Gates, how did you know to use the numbers 3 and 4? I'm going to show you. You're going to look right here at this number in the ones place. And that's the number that I always like to take away first because that gets it to an even 0. Okay? So now I no longer have a 7 up here. Now I have 63 minus 3 minus 4. Okay? So I'm going to do 63. So I'm going to find 63 on my number line. And my number line is just like my hundreds chart, except it just has little notches on it, okay? So I know I'm going to start with 63 minus 3. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And that gives me 60. And then I need to take away the next 4. So here we go. 61, 2, 3, 4. So my answer of 63 minus 7 equals the number that I landed on, which would be 56. All right? Now, let's try some. If you look down on your paper, you see a number line right here, right? Okay? So what we're going to do first is we are going to break it down, and then we're going to use our number line. Just like the other day, you probably aren't going to want to use your pencil on your number line because then you'll get all confused. But you could use like your eraser and just use it to hop, okay? So we have 55 minus 8 equals blank. Okay? Remember I said we're going to look right here. Oops. We're going to look right there in that ones column and we see a 5. So I'm going to ask myself, okay, what plus 5 equals 8? Well, I know 5 plus 3 equals 8. So now I don't have 55 minus 8 anymore. I have 55 minus 5 minus 3. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to find 55. And I know 55 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then minus 3. 1, 2, 3. And I landed on 47. So 55 minus 8 equals 47. Okay? Here we go. 42 minus 5. I see a 2 in the ones place, so I'm going to break this down into 2 plus what gives me 5? 2 plus 3. Alright? So now I go 42 minus 2. 42 minus 2. 1, 2. And that gives me 40, and then minus 3. 1, 2, 3. My answer is 37. Alright, let's try these two. 41 minus 9. 41 minus 9. Okay, I'm going to break my 9 down into two numbers. What number is in the ones place over here? A 1. So I have 41. So that means I'm going to take away 1. What else do I need to add to 1 to give me 9? 1 plus 8. So here we go. I'm going to start at 41. And I'm going to do 41 minus 1. And then minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I see that my number is 32. All right. We have 53 minus 6. Boom, boom. All right, 53 minus 6. 3 plus 3 equals 6. So let's do it. 53. 1, 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 3. My number is 47. All right, I want you to try these two. 54 minus 7 and 52 minus 8. Come on back when you have finished breaking those down. All right, for this one, 44 minus 7. We're going to break 7 down into 4 plus something. 4 plus 3. Very good. 44. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 44 minus 7 equals 37. And our last one, 52 minus 8. We're going to break 8 down into 2 plus something. 8 is equal to 2 plus 6. So here we go. 52, 1, 2, and then going back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our answer is 44. Very good. All right, so here we go. Let's move on to our word problem for today. It says Matthew had 73 blocks. He gave 8 blocks to his sister. How many blocks does Matthew have now? So we have 73 minus 8. And I know that it's a minus because it says he gave them to his sister. 73 minus 8. Remember, we're going to break this down into 3 plus what? 8 is the same thing as 3 plus 5. All right, so 70, we're going to count back 3. 72, 71, 70. Okay, and now we need to count back 5. 70 minus 5 gives us 65. All right, so my answer is 65. All right, today you are going to practice on page 231, okay? You are going to answer all 16 of our problems and turn them in on Seesaw. All right, I'll see y'all in math groups in just a little while.